Somebody that has been a good husband, looked after his family, is successful in being a family man, where others have failed in being a family man. Because he might have had we don't know, he might have had a really difficult spouse, but yet he's managed to cope very well and make it
Mm,
work. He's had to compromise on a lot of grounds. He's had to forfeit or sacrifice certain, even his hobbies. He's had to sacrifice. So, yeah, he's successful in that way. But does the society view him as successful? I think that's the real question. That's why I say success
mm,
can be relative. So it all depends on what we're looking at. If we're looking at
yeah.
something tangible, then a man like that is not successful. But if we're looking at something that is a treasure, something to be treasured, then that man is successful. Um, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now, the next, I think it's a Chinese proverb: think before you speak, uh, and do not speak all that you think. Think before you speak, and don't speak all that you think. Now, that's a fairly obvious thing. It's often said, and we've talked about it on here before, that people have three parts to their lives: a public life, what the public see of us; a private life, what we perhaps are our own families or whatever; and a secret life. Now, I don't know whether you think everybody has a secret life, but on those lines, of course, we think before we speak. Hopefully, sometimes we don't, but we obviously nobody actually speaks everything they think. This may be where the secret life comes in. I don't know. We all have thoughts which we wouldn't express. That's part of being human. But if you, along those lines, do we ever really get to know anybody else? As we've said before on here, that people show themselves, they show what they want to other people. We all do the same. So on that basis, apart from people maybe very, very close to us, family, etc., partners, does anybody really ever get to know the real me, the real you? What do you think?
Um, I think there will be certain ones or certain people that would know the real you.
Excuse me.
Um, for instance, somebody in your family might know the real you to an extent because they are family. Um,
Yeah.
some some really close friends, the ones, especially the ones that are not judgmental, they will know the real you because you can tell them something and they won't turn it around and try to either try to advise you or try to scold you. So those ones might get to know the real you. But in general, I don't think anybody ever knows the real anybody. I don't think so, because we've seen it where somebody goes and goes on a shooting spree, and even the mom they sat at home really surprised, like, my son. You think you because she genuinely believes that she
Mm,
knows the lad. I brought this child into the world. I know what it's like. Well, you don't, because
mm.
guess what? It's just killed 20 people for no good reason. So, we can never really know. I don't whether that's due to our changing nature in life. Because they say the only thing that's constant is change. So perhaps we
Mm.
keep transforming or changing in ways that we can barely understand ourselves. Barely understand ourselves. Maybe that's the reason, but we can't truly know anybody, and we cannot truly know ourselves either. It's
Oh, that's a very good point. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, go on about that because I was
yeah.
thinking a similar thought
Oh,
myself. So,
all right, yeah,
do
yeah.
we
We
ever really know? Yeah. Go on.
we cannot really truly know ourselves. Um,
Mm,
for instance, I mean, you and me could be talking now, and you could say, I can say to you, bruv, do you know if I ever come into some big amount of money, I will do this for you, and I will do that for you. And at the time when I'm sat here, I actually believe it. I believe I will do it for you. I want to do it for you. But when I actually get that money,
yeah, go on.
it's, it's a different thing.
I think you're about to sever our friendship here. Go on, carry on.
No, I'm just using myself as an example. Yeah, if I say I'll do something, I will.
Yeah,
100%. But I will try my best to do it because I think a man's bond is his word. I think they say that,
mm.
don't they? Yeah.
His
But
word
yeah,
is his bond. Yeah,
yeah. So, but
yeah,
sometimes we have the purest of intention, the best of intentions to do something for somebody else. We're even
yeah.
moved to do that thing. But when it comes down to it, do we really? Do we really do it? So that's when the change comes in, don't it? Because then the
Mm,
circumstances changed. Your circumstances is changed. Then you had nothing. Now you have something. And now you're thinking, I could actually do this and that and that and that for myself.
mm.
You forgot about what your mindset was before that happened. So that's why I say we cannot truly know ourselves.
No, I think that's right. I mean, people, I think we've said before that people who go on the reality show I'm a Celebrity on the
Mm,
TV, usually most of them come out afterwards and say, I found out a lot about myself I didn't know. In other words, their backs against the wall, they get hungry, they're under pressure, and they react in certain ways. And I think usually they're positive ways. I think when our backs are against the wall on all sorts of things, whether it's problems in life generally, financial, illness, whatever, that's when we maybe find out how resilient we are, that we probably have many more resources to cope as coping mechanisms than we really appreciate. So I totally agree that perhaps the first thing is to get to know ourselves a bit better. I mean, I don't know about you, but I can think something, say, one evening, if I've,